See here, I'm back to show you how to make a quick pencil case so that you can put it in your packet of supplies that are going home with you for hybrid learning this year. So this is the kind of pencil case you're going to make. It's made out of cardstock and it's double thick at the bottom so that the pointy parts of the pencil won't pierce through the end of your pencil case. So that when you have your supplies, you'll have a nice clean place to put your pencils and pens and erasers, just so that you keep yourself organized. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of cardstock. And I marked this one up, so hopefully you can see it. And what I did was I marked off 1 inch from the bottom, 1 inch from the right-hand side, which leaves you 1.5 inches on the top. Okay? And we're going to fold on those markings, so that what you're going to come up with is this. So here are my markings, right? So I folded over my 1 inch on the side. I folded over my 1 inch on the bottom. I folded over my 1.5 inch, that's going to be the top, right on the line. Now some tricks: if you line up the edge of your paper on either side, you will have a straight fold. And if you take your thumbnail and you run it along the edge of your fold, you'll have a super crisp, nice, clean fold. And we sort of need that for this to really work out. So what's going to happen is if we put this together and we folded it, right, and we folded it over, we wouldn't have a double part on the bottom, and our folds would be inside, so we don't have a lip or something to hold the pencil case closed. So what you're going to do is you're going to, with a scissor, you're going to remove the doubled over corners, okay? And you're going to split the fold in the middle. Now I just realized the one thing I forgot to tell you was when you fold your inch, and your 1/2 inch, you're then going to take the remainder and fold it to the 1 inch fold. So it'll look like this. You'll take your edge and you'll match it to that 1 inch fold that's right there and push it down. Okay? So when everything is all folded, you're then going to come back and remove these little corners. All right? The idea is that what we're going to wind up with is we're going to fold one of the flaps in and leave one for the outside. We're going to come in here, and you see when we look in there, we wind up with a doubling, so the point of the pencil won't go through our cardstock. So the first thing we're going to do is take some tape and tape that in place. Now it's a little tricky. We just need a short piece of tape, right? So for a second, I'm just going to open it up a little bit. I'm going to slide my tape in there. And I don't want my pencil to get stuck on it, you know, because then I won't be able to get my pencils back into the pencil case. So I'm just going to push it down, okay? And it lines up pretty good. Now, I can just cut that extra tape off. So for a quick second. So there we go. Now, I also need one of the upper flaps to be inside. So I'm going to pick the one that has not got the 1 inch fold over here. And I'm going to tape that flap in place so that my lip of my pencil case is a little bit stronger. And I'm just going to put a piece of tape there. Okay? Now I have this kind of configuration. Here's my other lip. It's out here on the back side. And I'm going to take another piece of tape and I'm going to tape that in place. Okay? So now what I have is a really reinforced bottom for the pencils to hit. so that when they go into the pencil case, they're not going to leave a hole at the bottom, right? It's all reinforced, so it works really well. Now, I'm going to take my last flap, I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to take one long piece of tape and just seal it. So now I have a nice, I can wrap this right around the edge on the top. It's fine. So now I have a nice sleeve to stick my pencils. The last little piece that I want to do, it's pretty much just for aesthetics, is to trim off a little bit on either side of the top. And it's just a quick little snip. Aesthetics is all about how you like something and what your preferences are about. So mine say I like it to look like that. Okay? So I now have a pencil case that's very suitable for me to use. I can decorate it with Sharpie markers, I can use wiki tapes, I can paint it, I can do whatever I want with it. But it is serviceable and will work for us in this time of COVID. Thanks.